Let's be honest, most artists never break through, not because they lack talent, but because they're focusing on things that don't matter and don't move the needle when it comes to their music career. For some of you, it's procrastination. And procrastination is the assassination of your dreams. So in this video, I want to share with you what you should be focusing on and what matters most and what stuff you shouldn't. My name's Chris, also known as the artist Manifest. I've been doing music full time for over 15 plus years. I have about 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and I'm the creator of the Spotify 5-Day Challenge. So the problem is, most artists are focusing on things that don't make the money, don't get the more streams, so they never actually grow and move forward. One of those things is a logo. Sure, it's important to have a logo, but it's not necessary for releasing a song. And unless you're going to be putting it on your merch or stickers or using it to promote like you're going on tour, do not delay on getting music out there just because you don't have a logo or full brand yet, all right? It's better to get in the game. Done is better than perfect. If that's the mantra of this video, like that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? The second thing is, and I've seen this in other businesses as well, not just music, but it's updating your website and updating it again and updating it again. You know, thinking that you need a website presence. Like we have millions of listeners every single month of my songs, right? On YouTube, Spotify, you name it, right? But the amount of visitors I actually get to the website is so small and so tiny. And I'm not saying don't have a website, but what I'm saying is stop delaying your dreams thinking you need a website or thinking you need to update it when how many people are even really going to the website? Like, are you putting your tour dates there, or are you just wanting to have links to your music? It's like, no, take that money you would put on a website and let's blow up your songs first. And if people want to go deeper, they can go to YouTube, they can go to social media. You don't need to have a website. If you're going to build anything, build a web store. Right? Like build a Shopify store. Get your website going. Like we have manifest.com, and then I also have manifestshop.com, which is linked to my Shopify store, right? Where we sell our digital downloads, merch, print on demand. Like that's something you want to update. But then again, like there's no point in creating these things unless you're going to market them. Like there's no point in having merch, wristbands, CDs, vinyl, all this stuff, unless you are going to market it. And if you are going to create that stuff, I always say to artists, just do a Kickstarter, do a crowdfunding campaign, get fans to vote with their wallets. Okay. I don't want you just to like and comment. Like if I'm like, hey guys, should I do a new album? Should I do a new CD? Should I do vinyl? Hey, should I do this shirt design? And then they're like, yeah. And all these comments and likes. And okay, I'm going to go press 1,000 of them. And then when it comes time to actually sell it and make it available, it's like crickets. Nobody buys. So I always like to get people to vote with their wallets first. Do a pre-order of some sort. So then also you can get the money in first and then go pay for it because you might get way more orders, right? And then you can buy more quantity and get it lower because you'd hate to sell so many and then you got to press more because whenever you order more CDs in quantity or merch or whatever it is, it normally brings the price down. But let's not focus on things that don't matter. Let's focus on things that make money. A Shopify store, merch, that type of a website, that makes money. And you don't even like need that stuff just to sell merch. There's so many other ways and tools and taking orders without having to spend all this money on like all this crazy tech and website stuff. Let's just move forward. Number 3 is a bio. Okay, a bio ain't gonna pay your bills. A perfectly written bio won't convert casual listeners into diehard fans or generate more streams that actually pay. You know, we want to focus on crafting content and strategies that build engagement and revenue, right? Like, how about instead of trying to tell your story in written format, you learn how to tell your story on Instagram stories and reels and TikToks, and you're sharing your story live with videos, the behind the scenes songs, what inspired this stuff, right? As opposed to you wanting to spend 500 or $1,000 on a bio writer. And that's what we used to spend. We used to spend crazy amounts of money. And we used to always update it for the press release, for the album coming out. And don't even get me started on press releases. It's like, let your streams be the press. Let getting a TV sync placement, let that be your resume. Let 1 million views on your music videos, or how many subscribers or followers, like that's your resume. Like you blow up so much that people want to write about you, as opposed to you, wanting to grow by getting press and stuff like that and getting this bio done. If you want to get a bio done, open up ChatGPT, give it all these prompts like, hey, write me a bio based on where I grew up, put in where you grew up, what songs maybe inspired you, your first concert, where you were when you inspired the songs. Maybe you have a story of awards or what happened to you growing up, or maybe certain situations. Say, hey, can you write this story? Do it in the style of Rolling Stone magazine, or do it in the style of Hemingway meets Rolling Stone, and make it quirky, make it different, and let ChatGPT just like blah, 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 like spit out a whole bunch of stuff, and go in and edit it, add more of your story or what happened, make it dark, make it funny, share about this heartbreak that I had about this girlfriend or whatever that inspired this, and I ended up getting into songwriting, or I attended this concert, went to this show or whatnot, and that's why I got in, or my father taught me guitar when I was really young, or, you add whatever your story is and go to ChatGPT, and it's freaking free. All right. But again, don't let that stop you from moving forward. Okay, sure, you're going to put that bio in your Spotify profile, or in your profile on YouTube, in your about page or whatnot, right? Like you want to get it out there. But what's more importantly is just having the bio is sharing that story on video and getting it out there and sharing that story again and again and again. Like if you notice, every time I film this video, I always tell you, my name's Chris, also known as Manifest. I'm a full-time rock and hip-hop artist. Been doing this for like 20, 15 plus years. I don't know how long I've been doing it. It's been so long. I'm the creator of the Spotify 5-Day Challenge. I've written these books. Like I always tell people my story, when I'm on stage every single night when I would perform, I would tell my story. How I lost my dad to suicide when I was 5 years old. I used to struggle with fear, insecurity. I would have shooken this microphone to bits back in the day. But I got a hold of this scripture that was in 2 Timothy 1:7 that says I wasn't born with a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, of love, and a sound mind. And that allowed me to step out and write songs and make a difference. I've been married to the same girl for over 20 years. We kept our marriage together, and I've written songs together about this, about that. And I share my story. Like, what's your story? What have you gone through? Because people connect to your story, right? They don't want to just hear, hey, this new song's out. All right. So I just went on a rant there. I hope that inspired you, but don't waste time on things that don't matter. The fourth thing here, this is important, but it's not mandatory. And I don't, encourage you to go spending thousands of dollars unless it's a part of your brand. And that is a photo shoot. And photo shoots are very, very important, but they should not hold up the process of you getting music out there. Okay. You can go out with a friend. You can go out with some dope locations, whether it's in the morning, during sunrise or sunset when the sun's going down, some night shots in the studio, cool wall. As long as you got lights, use your iPhone, take some shots, bunch of different poses, have fun. Have some like press shots, serious ones, cool ones, maybe some fun ones, right? Bunch of different outfits, right? But don't think you need to spend thousands of dollars on this stuff unless you're trying to be like Lady Gaga or Marilyn Manson and you're doing the whole makeup thing and whatnot. But like still, you can do that yourself and decide how crazy you want to get and get someone to shoot you and have fun, because people want real authentic stuff right now, And I'll say this, like, because maybe you want the photos for a tour, maybe you want them for your artwork, for your single covers. Right now, we've been going a lot pretty heavy, almost too heavy into ChatGPT and getting these AI images and stuff. And I think actually having authentic images and photos and whatnot is going to help stand out even more. But again, we have this device in our hand that is more powerful than some of these other expensive tens of $1,000 cameras we used to buy or whatnot back in the day. I don't know about $10,000, but thousands of dollars. Like what was it? The Canon Mark II and all that stuff. We have a Sony 4K right now that I think we use. But again, don't think you need all this fancy stuff and let it stop you from moving forward. Okay. The last thing, and before I share this one, again, I want to make sure if you have not gotten my book, Spotify Profits, or you haven't attended the Spotify 5-Day Challenge, I will put links below. Okay. I freaking love Spotify. It's been a game changer for me. You hear me talk about it a lot on this channel. Why? Because it creates passive income for me 24/7 while I'm making this video. You know, it does not take a day off. Every single day I get paid, and that's because Spotify is working. You know what I'm saying? Sundays I get paid. When I'm sleeping, I get paid. When on my birthdays, I get paid. Christmas, I get paid. Doesn't matter. I'm always getting paid. You know, Spotify doesn't take a break for coffee. It doesn't take a break not touring, right? It's always performing for me, and that's why I talk about it so much. So come to the 5-day challenge. The link is below. It's a live Q&A as well as a live training. It's going to be awesome. So the last thing, and this is crazy how many people still focus on this, is business cards. Okay, skip the fancy business cards. Okay, they're more likely to collect dust than drive real results. Okay, if you're going to meet somebody, you're going to an event, you don't need a business card. You know what you need? Similar to what I shared about earlier, as far as like the logo, the website, and all the stuff, you need streams. You need a history, right, of views. You need TV sync placements, right? You've written songs with this person or that person. You've made dope material. You've got a hit songs. That is your resume. That is your business card. That's going to make me want to call you. What have you done? What is your work online? You know, and maybe you are a creator, a music video director, or, you know, graphic designer, or again, producer. Maybe you make beats, or maybe you're a songwriter. Like, what have you done? Here's all my work. It's all online. And really, if you want to connect with people, the new business card is really your LinkedIn. And that's something that, like, I really encourage all artists to build a profile on LinkedIn, because when you do meet people at networking events, especially like the movers and shakers in the biz, or you're trying to meet booking agents, A&Rs, people in TV sync, radio, whatever it is, having a LinkedIn and then connecting with people that way, that's the new digital. And what's so cool about that is that when you connect to someone on LinkedIn, you can see who else they're friends with. And sometimes you might not know someone, but somebody else does. And you can ask for that introduction. Say, hey, dude, I noticed that you know this person. I'm actually trying to reach out to them. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to reach out for someone. I go and look them up on LinkedIn, and I realize, oh, they're connected to this person, and somebody already knows this person that I'm trying to reach out to. So it's way more powerful to get a referral that way. Hope to see you on the next Spotify 5-day challenge, and I hope this video helped.